Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Thursday, and the date is 25th of February 2021. We're learning about interesting topic. Who can tell me what are we learning about?
Fossil.
Okay.
Fossil.
Nuts.
But what was ancient Earth?
Excellent. Through fossils, yes, excellent. Through fossils, we are learning about ancient Earth. What was it like before? What do you remember from yesterday? The Earth was what? What about the continents?
The continents were like all stuck together.
Excellent. Yes, that's right. And nowadays?
It's like farther from each other.
Excellent. How did they figure it out? How did they learn about it?
By fossils.
By fossils. Excellent, excellent. Does anyone want to explain more?
Yes,
Tell me, please.
it's because like if any animal went swimming or walking, they couldn't because there was like ocean between the continents. So then they died, and then they found the fossils.
Excellent. Then the animals become fossils and they found them on both continents, and they very sure that this specific animal living thing, or it cannot be living in this continent. Maybe it cannot live in Africa. It only lives in America, but they found it in Africa and in America. They found the fossil, of course. So they knew that they were in one continent. For example, for the small alligator, this one, there is one type of alligator, they cannot go across the ocean. So when they went through the water, they already died over there. Thank you. Thank you everyone for participating. Thank you very much. Okay, today we are going to continue and see what other fossils can tell us more about ancient Earth before. Do you remember also about the climate? Does it tell us about the climate? You learn about Earth and fossils.
Yes.
What do you remember, ya Amal? What do you remember?
Like fossil can tell us about the relevant ages of rocks.
Excellent, excellent. Also about rocks, very nice. Remember what we said about Antarctica? People before billions of years,
They used to
85
wear
million.
shorts.
Yes, why? Why they used to wear shorts and tank tops? Why is that?
Because Antarctica was close to the equator.
Excellent. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Very good, very good. I'm so happy that you remember everything about yesterday. Very nice. That's very cool. And nowadays, because Tala, you told me yesterday why continents are moving, why the land is moving.
Because of earthquakes.
And what about the plateaus, huh? There's something related to excellent tectonics plateaus. Very good, very good. Yes, from the previous unit. Excellent, excellent, my girls. Thank you. So let's continue today. Let's see what about these fossils. What do they tell us?
Glossopteris fossils can be found in Asia, Antarctica, Africa, and South America. It is unlikely that the seeds of the plant that had these leaves could travel across oceans. Scientists infer that this plant lived in much of southern Pangaea. Once Pangaea broke apart, populations of Glossopteris remained on the various pieces.
What is Pangaea again?
It was the Earth before it was like separated apart. Like all the continents. It was together.
Yes, very
Yes.
good, very good, very good.
It's
Excellent.
called Pangaea.
South America was with each other. Then each
Just gonna-
million year it moves.
Very good, yeah, Amal. Very good, Talia, Amal, Maria. Thank you very much. Where are the rest, guys? I need to see you, please. Thank you. And I need to listen to you too.
Lystrosaurus was one of the largest reptiles that lived approximately 250 million years ago. Fossils of Lystrosaurus can be found on the continents of Africa, Asia, and Antarctica. What does this say about the location of these continents 250 million years ago?
See, so Africa, Asia, and Antarctica used to have this kind of animal. What is this kind of animal? Is it kind of dinosaur? It's a kind of a reptile. It was located in Africa, Asia, Antarctica before they were used to be in one place, one continent called Pangaea. Nowadays, they found the fossils in these three continents. These are three different continents. What about the final one, this one?
Cinnanathus, a species similar to modern-day wolves, lived on land and hunted other small mammals. Cinnanathus fossils have been found in parts of South America and Africa.
So these animals and some plants, we cannot find them anymore. Do you know why? They are extinct. Why?
Because maybe people keep hunting them.
Okay, that's one of the reasons why animals be extinct. But in those days, animals are now extinct because of the big, huge change that happens to climates, environments, rocks. So animals could not travel when the continent has separated. They cannot live in maybe different climates. That what make them disappear and extinct and no more existing. Okay, but after billions of years. Hi, Tala's sister. Hello. Hi. Show me your beautiful face. Hi. Are you enjoying with us? Welcome. Welcome. We
Hi,
welcome
Miss.
anyone. Hello. No. MashaAllah, mashallah. Okay, you are very welcome to attend our class. We're talking about dinosaurs and some other animals that are not here anymore. All right.
Fossils provide clues to help scientists understand what Earth was like millions of years ago. Click the images to learn more.
Okay, we'll go through this quickly. We already learned about it.
When sediments settle and eventually form rock, the oldest layers are usually located on the bottom, while younger layers are on top. This order helps scientists know the relative ages of the rock layers. Relative age describes the age relationship between different things, younger or older, but not age in years. Relative age is helpful when comparing which fossil or rock is older than another.
So, have you ever been to a canyon? Have you ever seen a canyon? Okay, sediments are very, very cool. You should ask your parents to take you to some canyons. Even here in Saudi Arabia, we have some. These are very cool and they are marvelous to look at. When you see such thing, you say, Subhanallah. Why? Because different of layers of rocks are there and they belong to Asians. So they belong to billions of
Miss?
years ago. Yes?
When I go hiking, sometimes the sound is like like from brown and then light brown and then lighter and lighter. It's so cool to see.
Yes, that's right. Because it is not a pure place. They've gathered every sand and the rock from one place. No, these sediments, we said traveling rocks or traveling sand, they moved from one place to another by water or wind or rain or whatever, and they
there when we go in, like when there was rain in Saudi Arabia, like there was in Jeddah rain, there
Mhm.
was like little thing, like when you know the sand, when like the
Yes.
water goes, it's so cool. It looks like a tree kind of thing,
Yes,
or
that
like an art. It's so cool.
yes, whenever you see some such a thing, you say Subhanallah. Everyone, you have to say Subhanallah, because God made everything, and these creatures of God are really amazing. They can amaze you, and you have to say Subhanallah. So, guys, these sediments are cemented together over years and years. These are layers, maybe millions of layers or billions of layers. So they are very cool, and they can tell you from which age they come from, or what was Earth like before in that time. The more you deep go down, the more older you see rocks. So these rocks on the bottom are the oldest. What about the rocks on the top? They are the
Newest.
yes, excellent, ya Amal, very good.
One of the rock layers shown here contains index fossils. Index fossils are the fossils of organisms that only lived for a certain geologic time span. Geologists use index fossils to determine the approximate age of rock in a layer.
So, what's an index fossil? This is the first word lesson vocabulary in our lesson. Who can tell me what's an index fossil? Do you want to hear it again? I'm going to put it again.
Yes.
Listen to it again.
One of the rock layers shown here contains index fossils. Index fossils are the fossils of organisms that only lived for a certain geologic time span. Geologists use index fossils to determine the approximate age of rock in a layer.
So, they lived for how long?
Not long, like
Excellent, not too long. So, who can tell
It's
me
like
what's
the fossils that are found in layer rock kind of things.
Yes, they are found in the layers, under the layers of rocks, and they lived for one geology time, a geologic time, in one specific geologic time. So, an index fossil found in a rock layer can help estimate the age of the rock. So, it will tell you what is the age of this rock according to the fossil that you found. So, it lived for a short time, not very long time. That's what's an index fossil. Two things you need to know about it. It lived between layers of rocks, and also it lived only for a short time, a specific time, geologic time known. Okay, now what's a geologic time? Let's see.
A geologic era is determined by the types of organisms common at the time. During much of the Precambrian, bacteria and algae were the major life forms. During the Paleozoic era, aquatic organisms, such as trilobites, were plentiful. Dinosaurs and reptiles were abundant during the Mesozoic era. Our present era, the Cenozoic, is when mammals became dominant.
So a geologic time means that each time has a creature that is fabulous and popular and known, very well known in that time. So before 4.5 billions of years ago, the last one in purple over here, per brain, they were what? The animals that, or let's say it is the geological era was known at that time. But before 65 millions of years, what was the geologic era name? It was Cenozoic. The Cenozoic era. Yes, it's a little bit hard. I don't want you to memorize them or keep them, but you need to know what do they mean by geologic time. Geologic time means that every single years or bunch of millions of years all together, they perform some creature name era because it was very popular and very well known at this time.
The Grand Canyon is a place where you can see layers of rock that span vast amounts of geologic time. Index fossils found here help determine the age of sedimentary rock layers. The bottommost rock layer of the Grand Canyon is the Vishnu Schist, which is about 1.75 billion years old. It is a metamorphic rock. Near the top of the canyon is the Kaibab limestone, which is a sedimentary rock. It is approximately 200 million years old.
So again, fossils will tell you. Index fossil now. We have some specific fossil. Index fossil will tell you between the layers of rocks what was Earth like before and what was the creature that was living in that time and which era each layer performed. So canyons can be full of secrets and full of what? Stories. You have millions of stories under these layers. They're not only layers of rocks. Do not let anyone tell you it's just a piece of rock or just a layers of rock. No, tell them that it contains millions or billions of stories and things to tell us how Earth was alike before we came, before even life started with us. There was billions of years of life before us. You know that.
You've learned a lot about fossils and what they tell us about how Earth changes over time. Which fossils provide evidence for the movement of continents over time? Click all that apply.
Okay, that's a very cool question. Now, which of these fossils provide evidence for the movement of continents over time? Who can tell me? I want new girls. Please, 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 everyone, I need you to be involved with me. Jude, 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 yellow Jude. Jude,
Yes.
try with me over here. Try to answer. Mariana, Judy, where's Judy?
Which fossil
Mhm. Provide evidence for the
Provide.
movement of continents over time. A freshwater reptile fossil found on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean. If it's correct, tell me. Yes or no? Or a plant. What did you say, Jude? I can't hear you, love.
No.
No? Okay. Is it a plant fossil found only in Antarctica? Fossil of fish? A plant fossil found in Asia, Antarctica, Africa, and South America. Huh. Okay, Jenna. Can you try, Jenna?
Okay. Is it a freshwater reptile fossil found on both sides of
Let's see.
That's right. If a reptile fossil is found on separate continents, it could show how Earth changed over time as these continents moved away from each other.
Excellent. Is there anything else, Maria?
A plant fossil found in Asia, Antarctica, Africa, and South America.
See,
Way to go! A plant fossil found on many continents could provide evidence for the movement of continents. Similar
Excellent.
fossils that are found on separate continents show how these continents might have been joined in the past and provide evidence for the movement of continents over time.
Excellent, excellent. Very good.
When geologists are determining the ages of rocks, they often use index fossils. Index fossils are fossils of a species that existed for only a relatively short period of geologic time and can be found in many locations throughout the world. Click play to learn more about index fossils.
Let's learn about index fossils. So you heard her, they lived only shortly. Index fossils, they lived shortly in a geologic era.
As sedimentary rocks form on Earth's surface, the oldest layers of rocks are deposited first. Younger layers form as sediments are deposited on top of the older layers. Index fossils preserved in one of these layers can be helpful because the fossils can show when the layer was deposited. If an index fossil of an organism that is known to have lived 225 million years ago is preserved in a rock layer, then that layer of rock is about 225 million years old.
That's too long, guys. That's really far away. But it's cool to learn about. It's really cool
That's
to learn.
too long. It's really long time.
But it's cool to learn about animals and creatures that lived that long time ago. They're not existent anymore. Have you ever seen an insect look like this one or an animal? Do you know what even it is? No. It's something I think maybe it's an insect. Maybe. It looks like an insect.
Imagine taking a time machine to various locations millions of years ago. What would Earth look like? What animals and plants could you observe? Click the highlighted areas to see what the environment was like a long time ago.
Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start? Asia, Europe, Africa, America? Where do you want to start?
Africa.
All right.
A desert now is one place that fossils of these now extinct fish have been found. Fossils of the first trees have also been found in northern Africa. 350 million years ago, fish, amphibians, and land vertebrates were dominant, and forests were plentiful. Today, a desert now is one place that fossils of these now extinct fish have been found. Fossils of the first trees have also been found in northern Africa. 350 million years ago, fish, amphibians, and land vertebrates were dominant, and forests were plentiful. Today,
Oops.
Alaska 500,000 years ago, the landscape wouldn't look much different than it does today, but the animals would. You would find large woolly mammoths roaming the cold landscape. If you traveled Imagine taking a time machine to various locations. A desert now is one place that fossils of these now extinct fish have been found. Fossils of the first trees have also been found in northern Africa. 350 million years ago, fish, amphibians, and land vertebrates were dominant, and forests were plentiful. Today,
All right, girls. Maybe the slide know that time is up. Time is up. Yes, my lovelies, time is up. It's 9:34 and we're finished for today. We're going to definitely complete,
Bye.
inshallah.
Have a nice
Next week.
weekend.
Yes, you too, love. Have a nice weekend. We'll see you, inshallah, on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye.